Welcome to 100 Snowy Days in Minecraft. My name is Kat, and today we'll be doing the 100 days where I try to defeat the Ender Dragon in 100 days and also live in a snowy plains biome only world, which means that I get villages and spruce and snow, and that's about it. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, let's get this party started. And then we were off on our adventure, of course starting every Minecraft journey with breaking down trees, making crafting tables, and getting a stone pick. Alongside that, as we started walking into our journey, we also decided it was time to gather resources and kill bunnies. Mostly just because I needed food. As night fell across the Minecraft landscape, I decided to hide in this little hut that I found, making sure to cook up some food and have a warm place to sleep for the night. After the new day dawned, I decided to check out my new copper armor, during which I found a village.
Found it! Found the village!
After ransacking their village, discovering they had sheep, and then going on to find a different village, I discovered a village was on fire. And of course I had to save it. After my heroic deeds of saving a village, I decided it was time to move forward, try to find a spot to settle down, during which I ended up exploring quite a bit and didn't finally find a place to settle down until day 3. This was it, my perfect oasis. Of course, it didn't look like an oasis, so of course I had to start terraforming and start making it start to feel more like an oasis for me. I started with the garden because of course I had to get some wheat growing if I wanted to survive. I mean, I needed food. So first thing first was figuring out how to make a garden, which resulted in a kinda gross looking dirt hut initially, but I eventually go back and fix it. But as nighttime fell, I went ahead and went to sleep, and in the morning instead focused on making myself a little house or an igloo. After building a somewhat rough-looking igloo, I decided it was time to go get myself some cows, which meant a very long journey because I had not actually seen them yet. After such a long journey, I definitely was starting to feel a little bit hopeless. Okay, looking down from above, I also do not see anything, which is so unfortunate. Dang it. Luck was on my side though, because just the next day, on day 6, I managed to finally find a village with cows.
It's a cow! It's a cow! I see 2 cows! There's 2 cows!
Do I have wheat? I forgot to bring wheat.
Ah!
Do you by any chance have wheat?
You have so many cows, what the heck? What the heck?
Wheat? Is it ungrown wheat? It's ungrown wheat. After discovering the village had wheat but not grown wheat, I decided to stay up at night and actually fight for the first time in order to get some bone meal. After a successful night of monster hunting, I had enough bone meal to go ahead and grow a piece of wheat and bring the cows back home finally. After getting a little lost on the way home, I did manage to eventually find home in the middle of a snowstorm, which wasn't that bad because I was able to kind of sleep through it. With the cows now nicely tucked away in their pens by day 10, I was able to go ahead and instead focus on making myself a home. While making my house, this lovely wandering trader decided to stop by, and spoilers, the only wandering trader that I find the entire series stops by. Now, I did try to go ahead and keep him and dug a hole for him, but I kind of forgot that you need a name tag to keep these guys, so he only really hung around for the one day, and I didn't really get anything off of him. By day 27, I finished my house, but what do you know, I'm actually about to jump into another time lapse because I very quickly wanted to go ahead and also fix my farm up. While finishing up my build, I actually had a surprise visit from the friendly neighborhood creeper. And yes, I'm really bad at fighting creepers. While going ahead and fixing the creeper hole that I had managed to make next to my igloo and fixing the igloo, I realized at this point that my wandering trader had disappeared, and I was not going to get to see another one ever again, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my bad luck didn't end there. I actually ended up getting raided by some bad guys. I ran home really quick to go ahead and make a quick shield, and then I came back to fight to the death, and I didn't die, they died, but I did end up with an arrow in my shoulder. After all the chaos that happened while building my greenhouse, I decided to calm down for a minute and make a path from my house to the greenhouse so I could access it easier, and then go strip mining. Pretty certain that's below me. Not today. Don't want to. After making that declaration, I went home and put away my goodies on day 37 and finally took off my copper armor and replaced it with iron. Now, after replacing it with iron, I turned around and did exactly what I just said I wouldn't do, but worse. No boy, never done this before. More diamonds! Okay. This is bad. This is terrifying. Ooh. Why do people do this constantly? This is very stressful. Oh shoot, I'm out of hunger. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ah! Oh, I would have lost everything. Okay. Let's go get our health gear back on. Maybe sleep first. Oh no. After a restful night, I went ahead and donned back on my copper armor and jumped back into the fray. Ah. No, I need a hole. Oh, I need a hole. Someone find me a hole. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Ah. Well, I live here now. Plan of action. Finish lighting up room. Probably die again. Round two. Round two. Let's go. I forgot to arm my sword. Close whip. Thank you. Enderman. Creeper. Hole. Want. Hole. Oh, cool. Hole quick. Hole quickly. Okay. Forgot to put my sword out. And now there's a baby zombie waiting on me. Lovely.
Nope, 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 nope. Leave me alone, you baby zombie. I hate you, you hate me. Leave me be. I'm very poor, have no diamonds to my name, just let me get the diamond. Alright, seems to be calming down a little bit. She says, before the big fall and death again. Death by lava? This time? Yes? No? Ah. And water. That's not helpful. Give me back my chest plate.
After finally getting back my chest plate, it was finally time to get some diamonds and get out as fast as I possibly could.
Oh, daylight. Oh, the blessed sun. I'm done for today. That's today's. Yep. Yep. Day 40 almost. Wait. Let me go to sleep and I'll get to day 40. And then I take a break and think about my life choices that led me to my death today.
Before I got off to think about my life choices, I did go ahead and make this beautiful frame for this beautiful first diamond that I made. And then whenever I got back, I kind of lost my mind, I think. Days 40 through 47 are honestly kind of a blur even now. I definitely wanted to calm down, so I did some farming and killing off some cows so that I could get some meat, and then I realized that I needed to get an enchanting table, and for some reason stared at a pretty view and went to save a village. After that, I came back, promptly made this, whatever this is, and then created the nether portal and got off. On day 47, I refocused, restarted my mind in a way, I guess, and I decided it was time to go and find that nether fortress. It was a very long and perilous journey. I ended up having a lot of trouble finding the nether fortress in the first place, and as I was doing it, I realized I've never done this on my own. A little bit about me, I usually play with my husband and our friends on Minecraft worlds and servers, and I don't think I've ever actually played this game by myself, and this was kind of my first time going in the nether alone to find the nether fortress. I usually have buddies with me. So I was very spooked, and I took the coward's way out and went through walls. I did end up finding it finally, and as I found it, I quickly made sure to go in and check it all out. And I found where the blazes are, but then I got spooked because I don't have diamond armor yet, and decided to come back when I get that figured out. After getting back from the nether, I quickly went ahead and planted the nether wart that I found in the nether fortress, and then I decided to take it easy for a minute and fix up my barn and my animals. After finishing the barn and getting the cows moved in, I decided it was time to go ahead and find some sheep. While I hadn't seen any chickens, I had seen some sheep near the first village that I was at, so it was time for a very long journey. And very quickly, I found one of the most annoying things that the game could have done to me. Remember my journey for the cows near the beginning there? Yeah, well, turns out there was some closer.
You've gotta be joking me. I'm not even 100 blocks away from my house. Where were you when I was looking for cows?
Annoyance with the cows aside, my journey was honestly pretty eventful. I managed to get a horse, and I managed to find the sheep and start bringing them home. And let me tell you, that was a long walk home. On day 70, I finally arrived home with the sheep, and at that point, I decided it was time to go ahead and go back and get myself some diamond gear. During my weird phase of this, I actually forgot to film myself enchanting my pick whenever I made that weird enchanting hut. So what you're seeing right now is a silk touch pickaxe that I'm using to get stuff, and I did manage to find quite a few diamonds with only a little bit of trouble. Yep, that's 4 baby zombies that you see. Don't know where they came from. But I was in a bit of a pickle because yes, I had a bow. I had no arrows. I hadn't found a Fletcher yet, and I'd not found any chickens, so there was no way for me to get arrows. So this now became an entirely different issue where I had to figure out how to kill them all before they killed me. Honestly, for as big of a deal as I'm making, I did kill them pretty quickly, but at the time I was terrified, and this will now forever be in my memory when I was chased by 4 baby zombies in a cave. After surviving the baby zombies, I immediately went to go and create a brand new diamond pickaxe so that I could mine the rest of my diamonds. As you guys can tell, I was very excited about this, and immediately went to go and make myself some diamond gear and put away the old iron gear. By day 74, I had diamond gear, and my next goal was to get blaze rods because I wanted to fight the Ender Dragon. I had never done it on my own before. I figured this was the best time to try. And so that meant getting blaze rods, enchanted gear, and honestly just getting prepared for going to the end. So I quickly went and got myself some blaze rods, went and found a Fletcher so I could finally get arrows and also get XP. I also needed ender eyes, and by day 83, I was on my way to the end. Once I narrowed down where the eyes of enders were taking me, I went ahead and made a comfy little hole for my horse, made sure to mark it so I could find it again, and then broke into where the portal was. I actually ended up getting really lucky, and it was the first hallway that I went down, and I even had some Eyes of Enders already put in, which was wonderful. After opening up the portal, I went ahead and put away all of my extra stuff that I had on me and made sure to place down a bed so that I would respawn next to the portal, and then I was in. After spawning, I managed to dig my way out and then quickly realized I forgot to put on the resource texture pack that takes away the pumpkin face, so I was just gonna have to do this with the diamond helmet, diamond sword, and water and hope the Enderman wouldn't kill me. Again, a similar situation to the Nether Fortress. I had never actually done this on my own before. My husband had suggested I make ladders, and, well, I decided to go with that idea. It sounded great. Only issue is I definitely did not bring enough ladders. Alongside this, I had a little bit of a stupid death on my third one and did not crouch because I forgot to whenever I went to hit the, bomb there in the middle. And yeah.
No! Why did I do that?
I quickly jumped back into battle, but unfortunately I did not learn too well from my mistakes. I mean, I didn't do that exact same thing again, but I looked at some Endermen and it did not go very nicely after that.
This is going very poorly.
It was going poorly, and at this point I had to figure out how to replace the ladders that I now had very little of. During which I decided to dig myself a hole to get some more blocks, but the issue with that is, I lost my pick. You know, my Silk Touch pick? Yeah, I lost that during the very first death. So I now didn't have my pick, and I was trying to rush around and get the rest of the crystals before the dragon killed me again. I somehow managed to figure out how to get all of the crystals, and I managed to finally work on actually killing the Ender Dragon.
I did it! I've never done that! I did it! Yay! Look at me, I did it.
After celebrating my victory, I went ahead and got the dragon egg, which I've never actually gotten before, and then I went ahead and started looking for an elytra. After crossing the dangerous void in order to find the ship, I made a very unfortunate discovery about the ship that I found.
The ship is over the void. How did I not notice that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
But I was determined that I was going to use this ship because it had taken a little while to get to this ship in the first place. So I went ahead and went to the closest island and then made like a false platform underneath it to hopefully break my fall if I did end up falling or flying away due to shulker boxes. And then I broke in, luckily without flying into the void somehow. After that achievement, I went ahead and collected the dragon head from the ship, and then I also went ahead and raided the city that was in front of me to get shulker boxes, light rods, and also a banner. When I finished raiding, I decided it was time to go ahead and go on home. I spawned at my bed next to the ender portal, and then I decided to climb my way out and head home with my horse. By day 88, I was finished. I had managed to fight the Ender Dragon, and I brought home the goodies even. Now, because I was home and I just kind of wanted to calm down for the last bit of this video, I went ahead and just started working on some chores around the house. Such as going ahead and making a stables for my horse, because she deserved it, and also going ahead and making paths all around my property, planting trees, and doing some terrain work, just so that way I could go ahead and be ready for day 99. Day 99, I woke up bright and early, and I went ahead and started doing all the normal chores. I went ahead and fed the sheep and the cows. I also went and planted the farm and did one last planting of the wheat. I then went to go and get some last minute saplings, and as I was getting those, pillagers decided to raid because the game just decided that I needed one last pillager raid. After all that, it was close to nighttime, so I went ahead and cleared out my inventory. and decided to prepare for day 100. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for these 100 days. We managed to beat the Ender Dragon, managed to have a whole little house and home. Granted, it was all made out of spruce, but hey. Anyways, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed, and please make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Kat, and happy holidays!